Hello everyone, my name is Azatru, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 mod showcase video, and this is the top 5 mods of the week, episode 131, and I've got 5 really cool mods to share with you this week, plus an honourable mention. But before we do take a look at this week's mods, here are the results of the poll you participated in last week. So, over 5,000 of you voted, and the winner, by an absolutely huge majority, is the Mandalorian with 71%. So that only leaves a little bit for the others, and in second place we have C-3PO with 11%, followed by the Clone Armoured, Rebellion and Resistance Troopers at 8%, and Previzler and the Lego Mandalorian, surprisingly, are equal with 5% in fourth place. Remember, you can vote in this week's poll after you've watched this video. Just head on over to my channel and there will be the community tab. It works on mobile and PC and you can vote there. Moving on to the mods for this week, and kicking things off is the honourable mention for this week, and it is the improved DC-17M for the TL50 by Solbra and FECAP. So this imports the DC-17M over the TL50 for the heavy class, with improved textures inspired by the Republic Commando game. There are multiple versions of this mod. There is the lowest risk version to use online that doesn't really change much, but the full edition, which the modder says is a little bit more of a risk to use online, so try and keep this offline, includes blue blaster bolts, along with special emissive textures that show up all the time. So you have the ammo counter, you have the magazine, there is a few other bits of lighting on it as well, and these only show up on the lowest risk when you're using the improved cooling attachment. There are also 2 sound files that you can download. You have the default sound that is already part of the game, and there is also the Republic Commando sounding file if you do prefer that. And finally, there is a Clanker Killer add-on, which adds the Clanker Killer etching into the blaster, which is a real nice touch. Moving on to the top 5 countdown, starting with 5th place this week, and I've got the Captain Rex mod from Mank Demery. So this introduces Captain Rex by replacing Chewbacca into Battlefront 2, and it includes detailed 4K textures along with a custom Captain Rex mesh. There is also animation swaps to Rex's pistol, so you can actually use the pistol as opposed to the bowcaster, and there is also text edits in the respawn and collection menus, along with a custom hero portrait for the respawn and collection menus. There are custom star card images as well, and to add to the immersion even more, there are icon changes as well for the abilities. There is custom voiceover work implemented, so whether it be the in-game voice lines that happen naturally or emotes that you can enable.
For the Clone Army! Confirmed kill! Let's have some fun. Not bad, not bad.
And on top of that, there is an additional Cody appearance for Chewbacca's second skin, so if you want to play as Commander Cody, then this mod also includes it. In 4th place this week, I've got the Stormtrooper Executioner mod from Alt Instinct. So this introduces the Executioners for the first time into Battlefront 2 with the Electro Axes. Now, we've had this skin made multiple times ever since the game released, because it was in the time frame of The Last Jedi, but no one has created the Electro Axe yet, and this mod introduces it. So there is a multiplayer safe version that replaces the Sith Trooper with the Executioner. It does include text edits, which is nice, and it replaces the SWT-48 blaster with the F-11D's mesh, but there is an offline version that allows you to use this stuff. So, as you can see, it changes the blaster to the Electro Axe. You also have lightsaber swinging animations, so it suits that style of play. Another thing that is connected to it is the ability, so you have things like Duelist and a Heavy Strike. Those are enabled for this character, so it's not just reusing the Sith Trooper abilities, which is awesome. The AI in instant action is also given this look, so they can use the axe, they can use the skin, and there is also a few optional files. For example, there is a white variant of the STW48, so it doesn't change to the F11D. In 3rd place this week, I've got the Grand Moff Tarkin mod from Tiger Venom 22. So this replaces Iden Versio with a character so many of us have wanted to see in Battlefront 2 as a mod for so long, and this is the fan favourite Grand Moff Tarkin. So, like I said, it replaces Iden, so you will have to use her abilities, but there are various special differences. So not only do you have the custom skin difference, but there is a few changes to her abilities. Let's start with just taking a look at Tarkin himself. So you have a custom head model, 4K face textures, and it looks pretty decent. It's a nice attempt. And there are two skins, so you have the standard officer attire, but there is also the armoured officer version, so you have the chest plate as well as the helmet. And this includes text edits, so as you can see, it replaces Iden's name and description, stuff like that. And there is also a hero portrait for the respawn and collection menus, which is awesome. There are custom emotes, and on top of that, voice lines as well. So these were sourced from Battlefront 2015, and they work pretty damn well.
Let's show them the full might of the Imperial Navy. You may fire when ready. Crush this rebellion. Lord Vader will be pleased.
But that isn't all in the audio department. There is the hero intro and outro themes, which are great to hear. As I mentioned, there are multiple files to change the droid ability. So there is the interrogation droid version, which replaces Iden's droid Dio with the interrogation droid. But if you don't want the interrogation droid to be following Moff Tarkin all the time, you can get one that removes the droid. And there is also an offline only weapon swap, which changes Iden's TL50 with the E11. So don't use this online at all, just use the other files online. And the runner-up for this top 5 Mods of the Week episode is the Previzler mod from Fulcrum 1313. So this replaces Boba Fett with Previzler from the Clone Wars, specifically seasons 4 to 5, and it includes a whole host of changes. So not only does it look great, it's been revamped, the modelling is much better than pretty much all, if not all, of the other Previzler mods, and there are 8K textures and custom star card images for the character which do look great, and there is also text edits for the menus, along with a hero portrait for the respawn and collection menus as well. The EE3 has been replaced with the Westar 35 blaster, and this also includes custom sound effects, so that is a nice touch as well. And you also get sound effects for the man himself, Previzler, so you get custom voice lines and emotes.
For generations, my ancestors fought proudly as warriors against the Jedi. Now, that woman tarnishes the very name Mandalorian.
Only the strongest shall rule.
Kill them all!
For Mandalore!
I would love to have seen a version that includes the Darksaber not just on his jetpack hiding away, an actual version that you can only use offline that allows you to have all the different lightsaber animations and be able to wield an actual working Darksaber. But nevertheless, it's a real good attempt, it looks awesome. And the winner of this top 5 Mods of the Week episode is another Mandalorian mod, but a different kind of Mandalorian. This is the Razor Crest from Daz Assassin. So the Mandalorian ship from the show is finally in Battlefront 2. We've waited so long for someone to make this, but it is finally here. So this replaces Slave 1, replacing another fellow Mandalorian ship nevertheless, but it's awesome. And it also actually replaces the Slave 1 on Takodana, so you will get to see the Razor Crest when you're playing on Takodana, which is cool. But that is not all. There is a custom hero portrait for the collection and respawn menus, but even better, there is really nice star cards and a custom sound effect for the thrusters, which is a real nice touch. This mod looks fantastic. It's a really good 3D model, and it's the closest we're ever going to get to the Mandalorian, unfortunately, or the Mandalorian ship specifically, in Battlefront 2, so this is a real good one. And if you want to download it, just like all of the other mods I've showcased in this video, you can do so by hitting the links down in the description below. And if you want to let me know which mods were your favourite this week, let me know down in the comments, or use the poll on the community tab to make your votes count into next week's episode. I've got some very special mod videos coming up, so make sure you do subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss any future Battlefront 2 videos from me. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, I'd really appreciate it, thank you. Also, if you want to get top 5 mods of the week 24 hours before anybody else, consider becoming a channel member. And I just want to give a special shout out to my channel members at the Clone Commander level, that is Remnant and Senidoc. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as a Clone Commander. And if you're interested, hit the join button down below and it will tell you the different tiers and what perks you get. Check out any of the 2 previous videos on screen if you did miss them, and that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.